This is by no means the first time I've ever spoken about VC Crowd. In fact, I've been talking about it on and off for many years, right back in the old days when it used to be called the Angel Business Club. It was called the Angel Business Club because it was all about angel investing. In other words, you would join this club and through your nominated peers, they would go off and look for really great shares to buy before the general public could get a look in. And the idea was to find just one or two of those very special companies that grew to be fabulous household names. And you don't need many of them, let me tell you, to make it a very, very profitable concern. Now they're called VC Crowd, and the scenario is similar, but they're just getting better and better at doing what they do. And right now is probably the best opportunity I've seen in terms of the time is right to get into VC Crowd. So what exactly is VC Crowd? Well, it's a club. It is 100% a club. It's a club. Think of it like this. Let's say that you and some friends get together, maybe down the pub or something, once every 2 weeks or once a month or whenever you decide to do it. And there's a group of you and you invite others in from time to time and the group grows and you nominate some people within that group whose job it is to identify some really good opportunities to buy shares that look really promising before anyone else can get their hands on them. Well, VC Crowd is like that times 100, as in it's a bit more professional than a group meeting down the pub. And the object of the exercise is that VC Crowd, through their paid representatives, literally go out and find these really good opportunities that they spot in new companies. So they're kind of a cross between the Dragon's Den and the share buying club that you may have had some experience with in the past. I mean, I remember back in the 80s being involved in a share buying club, and we did okay, but we didn't really have that expertise on board that we needed to spot the real gems. For every 1,000 or more companies that launch out there, very, very few of them, maybe one if we're lucky, or two on a good day, might actually get somewhere and become profitable. And maybe one out of every 100,000 becomes a big household name. And the great thing about being part of VC Crowd, you don't have to worry about whether you can find companies like that, because all that is done for you. You literally just join a club, you pay a monthly membership fee to be part of that club. And I said earlier that now is as good a time as I've ever seen to get involved, and that is because right now they have a dash for shares opportunity on for new joining members. So if you join right now, and there will be a link below this video that you can use to do just that, when you go in, they will explain the dash for shares competition to you. It's a bit of a lucky draw, and you could literally receive between 35 and 510 shares in iOS Bio. Now imagine just for a moment that you're one of those lucky people that get the 510 shares, and imagine this company really getting big, going public, and those shares suddenly being worth 20, 30, 40 pounds a piece or more, because this company has a unique patented coating that can be used for all manner of what are currently delivered as vaccinations. So imagine things that are traditionally given by injection, things like norovirus and flu and COVID. There's normally an injection that you have to take to vaccinate against that, and that's just 3 of many. Imagine those all being in tablet form. Think about it. There are so many people that just don't like injections, won't have injections. There are so many other people out there, perhaps the very young or the very old, who can't tolerate an injection for medical reasons. Those people could pop a capsule reasonably easily. And that's what iOS Bio are about. I think they're a very exciting company. I've spoken about them before in relation to VC Crowd, and I still think that once they have all the approvals, remember the medical industry, getting new drugs and new medical procedures accepted into the system can be a long process. Well, that process has been going on with IusBio for almost, I think, 2 years now, maybe even almost 3 years, and they are making big noises with a company they're partnered with in the States, and there's every possibility, and this has by no means been confirmed, but there are many reasons to believe that, hey, they could go public next year. And imagine getting a big bundle of their shares. And then there's Happy Drinks, there's Tex, there's MyTown, there's all sorts of other things. Basically, you join, you pay a membership fee. It's not an investment. You pay a membership fee, and every month that you pay that fee, because you can also stop and start it if you want to, but every month you pay that membership fee, you will receive shares allocated by the club. So that's VC Crowd, and if you go in now, you could get between 35 and 510, if you're really lucky, extra shares in IusBio. You'll get other shares anyway. You'll get the normal monthly allocation, and there are 2 membership levels. Obviously, on the higher membership level, you get more shares, but you also get slightly better benefits on that level as well. So take a look, join through the link below. I'm probably not supposed to say this, but here's a little secret. The way it works right now, if you join and you pay the first month's membership fee, if for whatever reason after that, and leave it for a little while, get your shares embedded first, don't just sort of join today and leave tomorrow, but actually, between you and I really shouldn't say this, you'll make a profit based on the fact that you're getting a bit of an extra allocation. And then, of course, you've got a chance of winning another 35 to 510 shares through this lucky dash for shares Christmas special. So join now, and you get an opportunity to grab those extra IusBio shares. Leave it until later. It's still a really good deal. It's a great club to join, but you won't get that special benefit. Remember what I said. You could actually find right now, and you didn't hear it from me, that you could join now, come in, pay the membership fee, and make a profit on that straight away, regardless of what happens with the shares. And you can stop and you can start. So if you go in, you leave it for a few months, you think, well, this is okay, but it's not floating my boat as much as I'd like, you can stop your membership payments and pick them up again at some future date. You'll get shares every month. There's a special draw right now, so great time to join. And by the way, there's also an internal trading market, so you can sell out the shares you don't want, buy more of the stuff you do want, and it's kind of very hard not to make a profit in the long run. That can't be guaranteed, of course, but you should be fine. So come join me, be part of the VC Crowd.